Welcome back to another episode of Ask The Pedalist podcast. I'm your host, Mukund, and today we're diving into a topic that every cyclist grapples with, especially during winter months or when life gets busy, and that is indoor versus outdoor training, and specifically how to maximize the effectiveness of your trainer sessions. Let me start with a confession. 5 years ago, I absolutely hated indoor training. I thought it was boring, ineffective, and just a poor substitute for the real thing. But here's what changed my mind. Understanding that indoor and outdoor training aren't competitors, they're complementary tools that serve different purposes in your cycling development. Let's start with why indoor training has become such a game changer for cyclists at every level. The biggest advantage? Control. When you're on a trainer, you control every variable. Weather can't derail your workout. Traffic lights can't interrupt your intervals. That headwind that crushes your motivation, gone. This control translates into training precision that's simply impossible to achieve outdoors consistently. Need to hold exactly 250 watts for 20 minutes? Your trainer will hold you accountable to every single watt. Try doing that outdoors with hills, wind, and traffic. It's nearly impossible. Indoor training also maximizes your time efficiency. A focused 45-minute trainer session can deliver more targeted training stimulus than a 2-hour outdoor ride where you're coasting, stopping at lights, or soft pedaling up that gradual climb because you're chatting with friends. But all those watts you've built on the trainer need to translate to actual cycling performance. Outdoor riding teaches you how to handle bike dynamics, read terrain, manage pacing over varied conditions, and develop the mental toughness that comes from dealing with weather, fatigue, and unpredictable situations. There's also the neurological component that many cyclists overlook. Outdoor riding constantly challenges your balance, coordination, and bike handling skills. These micro-adjustments keep your nervous system sharp and improve your overall cycling efficiency in ways that a static trainer simply cannot replicate. Now, let's get practical. How do you make your indoor sessions as effective as possible? First, structure is everything. Don't just hop on the trainer and ride aimlessly. Every indoor session should have a specific purpose. Threshold work, VO2 max intervals, endurance-based building, or recovery spinning. Plan your workout before you clip in. Second, create the right environment. Temperature control is crucial. You'll sweat more indoors, so fans aren't optional. They're essential. I recommend at least one powerful fan directly in front of you, and if possible, a second one for additional airflow. Overheating will kill your power output and make sessions miserable. Third, entertainment versus focus. This might be controversial, but hear me out. For easy endurance rides, go ahead and watch that Netflix series. But for high-intensity work, ditch the distractions. Focus on your power numbers, your breathing, your form. The mental training you get from suffering through hard intervals without distraction will pay dividends when you're racing or riding hard outdoors. Fourth, use structured training plans or apps. Platforms like Trainer Road, Zwift, or Sufferfest provide systematic progression and take the guesswork out of workout design. They also add a competitive element that can push you harder than you might push yourself. Here's how I recommend integrating both approaches throughout your training year. During base building phases, mix both freely. Use indoor sessions for specific threshold or interval work where precision matters. Use outdoor rides for longer endurance work where you can practice pacing, fueling, and handling skills. When weather is poor or time is limited, indoor training is your best friend, but don't let it become a crutch. Even in winter, try to get outside at least once a week to maintain those real-world skills. As you approach your key events or racing season, shift the balance toward outdoor training. You need to practice the specific demands of your goals, whether that's climbing real hills, handling crosswinds, or racing in a pack. Let me share 3 big mistakes I see cyclists make with indoor training. Mistake number 1, training too hard, too often. The precision of indoor training can become addictive. Every session becomes a sufferfest because you can see those numbers. I've been guilty of this myself, staring at that power meter like it's a video game score. But remember, easy days should still be easy, even indoors. Mistake number 2, ignoring bike fit indoors. Your position on the trainer should mirror your outdoor position. Don't get lazy with setup just because you're inside. Your body doesn't know the difference, and neither will your knees when they start complaining. Mistake number 3, not simulating outdoor conditions when it matters. If you're training for a hilly race, use gradient simulation. If you're preparing for time trials, practice your aero position on the trainer. Make your training specific and race day will feel like déjà vu, the good kind. Here's what I want you to take away from this episode. Indoor and outdoor training each have unique strengths. Indoor training excels at precision, consistency, and efficiency. Outdoor training provides real-world application, mental resilience, and skills development. The most effective cyclists use both strategically. Use indoor training to build your engine with precise, structured workouts. Use outdoor training to tune that engine for real-world performance. Don't fall into the trap of thinking one is superior to the other. There are tools in your training toolkit, and like any good craftsman, you should know when to use each tool for maximum effect. That's a wrap on today's episode. There is also a companion blog post at pedalmyway.com where we provide more details on these topics. Give it a read at your leisure. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it with a fellow cyclist who might benefit. Until next time, keep those wheels turning, whether they're spinning on a trainer or rolling on the open road.